My name is Brenda Bryan, and I'm Vice President of Blackdog Builders. We were asked about 5 years ago to do a project for Room to Dream, and we did it, and it was a really great experience. And the organization sort of went on hiatus during COVID. So our plan was to do a project every couple of years, but we lost 3 years during COVID, and they really just started back up again this year. And so they came back to us and asked us to do another project. And we very happily said yes, because we had such a good experience last time. It's just an opportunity to give back of our time and talents to a great organization. Working with them, they give us the funds to be able to purchase everything that we need for the project. We provide the manpower and the strategy, all the logistics to make it happen. My part of the experience was organizing everything and then being there the whole time. So it's a pretty intensive process, especially the week before and during. A lot of hours that were put into it, but it's incredibly rewarding. I went down and met with the mom a couple times before the project. And the second time that I went down, we were doing stuff in the basement for some reason. And I just noticed that it was a mess down there. And she's a very neat and tidy person. The house was always really neat and tidy. And it just looked like all the dysfunction of the previous couple years sort of ended up in the basement. And I said, would it be nice if we were to come with some volunteers the weekend before the project and just help you organize what's down here and get rid of some stuff that you want to get rid of? And she said that would be fantastic. And so we cleared out, I don't know, maybe 30 contractor bags of donations and trash. And when we left, we brought giant bins and some storage shelves, and we put all that stuff together, and everything was labeled and organized. And she texted me a couple of days later, and she says, I just keep going down to the basement to look and see how organized it is. It makes me so happy. And then the other part was the bathroom. And the bathroom had a lot of mildew damage. They had poor ventilation, and a new fan had been installed, and it was working pretty well. So she said most of the problem was behind them. However, there was a lot of moisture damage in the bathroom. There's one bathroom in the house, and all 4 of these girls and women use it. And as you can imagine, that's difficult. And to go in there and just, I just went in to use the bathroom and was like, I can't leave it like this. That's unacceptable. But I also knew that it would go over budget if we had to buy things for it. And then I went out to our partners and said, can we get the materials to replace their floor and get a new vanity in there? And everybody donated the materials. When we left, it looked just beautiful. These 3 girls are getting their rooms redone, and that's really gratifying for the girls. But I really felt like the mom, who is a superhero, needed something for her too. So that was my thought for her, was the basement and the bathroom, or gifts for Rachel, because she's actually the one holding this all together. And that was really gratifying for me. I think the most rewarding part of the experience was being able to see the faces of the girls and the mom when we finished. It was a really big change in their spaces, and we gave them some organization that they didn't have before. Ultimately, just made their day, right? Like, they have been going through a really hard time for the last 1.5 to 2 years, with this one little girl having leukemia and single mom and living in public housing, not a lot of resources. So it was a really nice opportunity to do something that really made them happy. We talk about, how do your actions affect the greater community? And sometimes, you think, oh, I'm just doing this one little thing for this one family, but it's really not about that. I think if everybody could do one small thing for someone else, that's stuff that changes the world, and it makes it a better place to live and a more compassionate and loving place.